Hi everyone. Welcome back to the Sunday Dinner. I'm Muse of PVD, your host, and this afternoon I'm going to be playing the last autumn scenario in Frostpunk. So, guys, I can't tell you how many times I have actually attempted this, and it's tough. It's a tough scenario, but we're gonna try to make it through today. So let's get to it.
Personal Journal of Euphemia McLaughlin, Assistant Engineer at Imperial Exploration Company. It's been 5 weeks since we have left the familiar walls of Birmingham behind. Weeks of uncertainty, of struggle, of hope. And finally, we have reached the shores. We had 3 deaths so far. Or small price for progress, as IEC called it. I can only hope I am going to avoid their fate. They've claimed there was nothing to fear, that this whole journey of ours was just a precaution. But now, it feels like the weather is changing. And the winter seems inevitable.
All right, so our task is to set up a generator site for the winter to come. So yeah, it is absolutely a monumental exercise in resource and labor management. So we'll see how it goes for Queen and Country. Settings real quick. Unless, Zeph, everything okay still? Just turn it down just a little bit. Right. Let's get to work. So, one thing I have picked up about this particular scenario... Okay, I'll turn the mic sensitivity up just a tad. How's that? Is that any better? Oop, nope. Didn't need to do that. Brilliant. Thank you so much. So yeah, from jump, the one thing that I've learned so far is you have to really load up on the resources very, very quickly. Or it's doomed. It's doomed from the outset. You have a lot to do and you have to do it very, very quickly. So you can't really dig around. Right. Let's get some housing set up. This is the relaxing bit. Oh, shit, I fucked that up. Ignore me. But yeah, at a certain point, things really kick off. You do kind of have to use your overtime shifts wisely. First steps. So basically, the government left us a bunch of shit, dug a big fucking hole, and said, "Hey, let's have you come over here and build a generator." So the historical context that you get is that England is in trouble. So this workforce is broadly British, and people are absolutely desperate for work of any kind. So building the generators apparently pays fairly decently, and of course provides room and board. So people were like clamoring to get these jobs. But yeah, it's not a great scene. Economically for Great Britain, which I mean it's not really a great scene for Great Britain these days either. But I digress. Okay, we've got the housing set up. You also cannot be skimpy with your research. Yeah. You really have to get ahead on the research kind of in advance. So basically they give you a week to set up your basic facilities, your housing, your docks, all this kind of thing, right? But the research is really, really critical in the early days.
The shift's over. Time to grab a bite.
So one of the things I'm going to do, I'm going to build the first workshop. Don't throw rocks down there! Yeah, so I one of the things I learned is that if you let them throw rocks down there, more stuff happens later for some reason. Couldn't really tell you why, but like clearly they rile something up. Not in a supernatural kind of way, just in a, you know, earth science be earth sciencing kind of way. Right, let's speed up our gameplay a little bit. Usually I do hyper fast overnight because nothing's really happening anyway. Right, we don't have enough to start research yet, so we will wait until tomorrow morning. I gotta say though, like they chose a very pretty place. Like, look how pretty this is. It reminds me of home a little bit. We have a lot of rocky shores where I'm from, but I'm pretty sure that like representationally, this is meant to be somewhere on the Baltic. And I can kind of see why they chose this area. Like there's a fair number of natural resources. It's sheltered from wind. Most of the generator sites tend to be on par with this. The idea being that protection from the wind and storms would be ideal. All right, we're back to it. Let's go. We're going to start with faster gathering, because that's really important. Okay. Get up, people, right? So rude. Honestly, I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I would slap anybody that said that to me. Okay, so this guy wants you to put him in a separate tent with exclusively engineers because he's a classist piece of shit. And I'm just like, no, get the fuck out of my face. Nothing I hate more than an elitist. Oh, they stink. Yeah, because they've been working their asses off all day while you sat up in a tower, sir. Shut up. what's next? Let's do the sawmill. Because, like, you start needing a lot of wood, like, right away. That being said, the engineers do prove to be useful in a different way later on. We'll see if we get that far.
Shift's over. Stow your tools.
That's for tomorrow. Do we need to build anything right now? Yeah, let's do a sawmill. Yeah, right? I mean, honestly though, the fact that like you can get all the way to class segregation in this scenario is like, I don't want to say it's wild because people are people, but like it's not surprising that they included it as an option just knowing how people are. But yeah, meanwhile, you know, academics like the engineer, not that they don't do important work, but like not realizing that the world that they live in is entirely dependent on these rough and tumble like trades folks that are doing like the hard labor of like ferrying materials and building shit. Oh, what's here? What's this? Right. We're in the middle of nowhere and we're fucking bored. Let's send him to church.
Attention. Regulations change.
Right. Well, no, I mean, church does actually turn out to be like kind of beneficial to them, but you know how it is. We'll do something more fun later.
Get on up. Work's not gonna wait.
Wee, motivation. You see what I mean about kind of hustling through the resource, so like you cannot sit on it. It's bad news bears if you sit on it. Hi. Welcome. It is not my first. But yeah, I haven't muscled all the way through the scenario yet, and I feel like there are elements of it that I don't appreciate, but elements of it that I also really enjoy. Yeah, don't ask me that. Just have you a good time. Yeah, honestly, I do want to know what you like about it so much. Right, cookhouse. Otherwise, everyone's going to be yelling at me because they're hungry. And we'll put the foragers' quarters right here. Yeah, I do not disagree with that at all. It's definitely, you know, humanity's last fate kind of a vibe, isn't it? Yeah, agreed. Honestly, On the Edge was my personal favorite so far. because like I got through the core game before that, and then I started playing through all the different scenarios. But On the Edge is like such a fascinating exercise in not only like resource production but like trade and diplomacy, and I absolutely loved it. Yeah, that is actually a very valid description, I feel. Right, we got church. Let's open a public house so everybody can get a little silly after work. I love the soundtrack to all of the Frostpunk stuff so much. The composer, I don't want to mispronounce his name, Piotr Musiał. Absolutely brilliant composer. Yeah. That guy is goals, man. Like, boy howdy, he's so good. Do I have staff? Yes, I do. Excellent.
Come on, get moving. It's on the work.
Okay, we have 5 days. We're actually making pretty decent time. This is good. What else have we? Okay, we can move on to the second tier once we have like 50 trees. No. I mean, yeah, the science says that everything is going to go to shit, so we better get to work. God, it really is 50 trees. God damn. I know it's not really trees, but they look like cute little trees, so I just say trees instead of wood. It's more fun. Thus far, we are making decent time. Let's hope we can stay on top of it. Yeah, dude. Honestly, I feel like the entire game is kind of like a masterclass in like people management and politics, really. It's incredibly well researched. Because yeah, you do have to really think a lot about the morality. I don't like I've actually never delved into the extremist ends of the law tree because it feels bad. And like it's never worth it. It's never worth it no matter what you get. Right, drawing boards. I'm getting so distracted talking to you guys, but like,
Get some rest, people.
it's nice though. It's nice to be able to talk about it. Let's do evening service to increase our motivation.
Listen, everybody. New regulations.
And not just that, like doing the right thing in the end ultimately turns out to be better for everybody, even if it is harder. And like you gain, yeah. Same. I don't really go too far up the labor tree. The last time I played the scenario, I did the engineer's inspectorate, and I think I did, gosh, I did overseers and like one of the other ones, and that's as far as I went. We gotta get the fishing docks researched. No, I can kind of see the argument for that. Because I mean, if you're in a position of leadership, ultimately, and I think this is a very good lesson that the game teaches, you were in a position of service Your job is to make sure that everyone under your care is housed, fed, and provided with medicine and education. Like, that is the extent and totality of your job. If you are not doing those things, then what's the point of you being in that job? And, like, people have troubles, you know? Like, even beyond just the basics of living. And, like, it kind of shows that very, very neatly. What I like doing sometimes is, like, actually looking at the individual people, because they all have, like, you know, these little ID cards, like what they're doing, what they're worried about. It's very easy if you just focus up here on the numbers of everything. But, like, if you actually start thinking about and looking at the people, it's very difficult to perceive yourself as being separate from them. And I think that is a lesson many of our leaders could do with. Yeah, it tells you, like, what their names are, if they have children or spouses. It's just really nice. That personal touch, you know? I gotta build some more docks. God. Okay, we still have 4 days. Doing good. We're doing good. I can't decide which depth I want my camera at, but this seems fine.
Rise and shine. We've got work to do.
Okay, more trees. More trees. I have to build docks. In the meantime, how is everyone's Sunday going? It's raining, but mine's been pretty chill so far, thankfully. Hello. Oh, is it? How cold is it? Right, it's winter where you are, yeah? Zeph's funny. I cut Zeph's hair. Okay, we don't have enough materials for that stuff yet, so we will wait. I think we'll have to wait until tomorrow. We don't have enough materials. Okay, we're almost done with the basic materials. Excellent. We'll have to switch some workers over to the docks pretty soon.
Shift's over. Stow your tools.
Okay, we have 3 days. Oh, we'll start in the fishing harbor. We do need food. Come on. Build the thing. Thank you. But yeah, the difficulty I have really right at the beginning is just not having enough people to do things. Like you really have to yeah, no, that's all right for now. You really have to be diligent with ordering your workforce from London.
Get on up. Work's not gonna wait.
Okie dokie. Telegraph station. Ta-da! Right. You know what's funny is, so I was a Girl Scout as a teenager, and at one point I did actually learn Morse code, but I have forgotten all of it. Like, I don't even remember SOS. Because I'm silly. Okay, we got the fishing harbor. Excellent. See, you remember better than me. I mean, truthfully, one hopes that you'll never need to know Morse code, but weird times we live in, so you never know, right? Gotta make housing for our incoming workforce. Ah.
Folks, enough work for today.
I think we might stick with sawmilling for a little bit until we get more workers in. Everybody chilling at the public house. Let's assign some folks to the fishing harbor, lest we fucking starve to death. But yeah, it kind of remains a perpetual struggle to get enough people to do all the work that you need to be done. A large part of it is just like gathering resources that you need to build the generator, and then working on the actual generator. Like, you need so many people. Let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, the boat comes in 7 hours.
Come on, get moving. Time to work.
Ooh. Okay, there we go.
Get some rest, people.
You know what? We will save some for the profiles manufacturer. Not quite as far ahead on the research as I really wanted to be, but we will make do with what we have. Okay, we're 3 days ahead of schedule. I think I'm going to take one day to like really rack up resources to do some research with, and then we'll get started on day 2. It's going to let things fill in the meantime. Oh, this poor guy. So like, his daughter is ill, and you have the option of censoring the letter so that he doesn't go back home. But like, I'm not an asshole, so I don't really do that.
Shift's over. Stow your tools.
But yeah, it always costs more to unlock. It costs a bunch to unlock the individual like strata of the research. So I try to get that done first if I can. Just lately, I've been playing endless mode, which is like, honestly, it's great fun. And it's exactly as prescribed, but like it combines like the main game with some of the scenarios. So like you get some of the storm challenges that you have with the main game. Nothing like the Great Storm. The Great Storm is like a singular event, basically. But you get like snowstorms that you have to like survive through. You get some of the trade and negotiation stuff that you get from On the Edge. That sort of thing. So it's very fun. I've mostly been playing on Serenity mode because if you try it on Builders or Survivalist is the hardest. But with Builders, you actually have to build your own generator rather than starting with one. And gosh, it's hard. Definitely an interesting challenge of both labor and management. Yeah, it's pretty tough. But it's an interesting way to think.
Good morning, people. Time to get busy.
Right. More people. More people, please. And we're going to start generating our structure profiles. We have 33 people coming in, so I'll need 4 tents. I gotta get some of these trees out of the way, man. What's happening down here? So this is really a tough choice. Zeph, I would like to know your opinion on this. So, like, you have the option of allowing the man to go home to be with his family because his daughter is ill, or you can encourage him to keep working to pay for her medical treatment. I feel like there's no good choice here, because on the one hand, if his daughter passes of her illness, he will have lost the chance to be with her. On the other hand, if he keeps working, she does possibly have the chance to be treated and stay alive. So it's just like, I usually err on the side of permitting him to go home. There was one playthrough where I asked him to stay to pay for her medicine. That's never the way it happens. So if you let him go home, he'll be with her at the end. I don't know what happens if you have him stay. It's the kinder thing, obviously, to let him go home. But it's possibly the more practical thing to have him continue working to pay for her medicine. So it's complicated. I'm going to have him go home, I think, because it's the more humane option. But at some point, I would like to find out what happens if you have him continue to work. I want to know if she lives. More wood, please. Thank you. Okay, there we go. I mean, I don't want to say one worker is as good as another. We're always a little bit short-staffed. Can I get optimized materials yet? Because just, okay. Nope, we need 30 trees. We'll do it tomorrow. Doing okay on food so far. It's very nice. I do kind of hate like how many workers you need to establish a foragers team. Like the scout team in the main game is like 5 people, but here they want you to have like 15 people, and I'm like, why so many though? I'm just picturing like being a random ass person in another camp and seeing like, you know, a group of like 15 armed dudes come out of the plains and go, hey, what's up? Like, I think I'd shit my pants. Alright, let's go for optimized materials, because that'll save us time and energy. Right. Yeah, that is entirely possible, because like you can't just, you know, order new teams from home the way you can with this, so maybe it seems reasonable to send more of them, but I don't know. Gonna wait for them to finish. Yes, good. It's too many trees. we begin the labor tree.
New rules are in place.
I should probably open a medical post. How many profiles do we have? Okay, we have 4. So we're halfway there.
Quitting time. Take a breather.
Alright. I didn't really want to, but okay. You're kind of doing okay? We're not as far ahead of schedule as I would really prefer, but we'll make it work somehow, right?
Get on up. Work's not gonna wait.
More workers. Okay, I'm gonna pull an engineer to work on the medical post. So we've got some sick people. Alright, yeah, so apparently, yeah, hopefully, apparently owls are bad fucking omens. I would never have thought, but that's just me. Indeed. Honestly, building the housing is, like, personally for me the most boring part. Oh, right, so this guy gets sent a parcel, and, like, you have the option of just, like, stealing his treats, and I'm like, dude, who would do that? It's rude. So rude. Oh, right? Fuck the man, basically. Right, we have to research the ventilation plant because we're going to need that sooner rather than later. Oh my god, what?
Shift's over.
That is
Go to
absolutely horrendous. God, poor fella. Yeah, I'd be pressed as fuck, won't lie. After hours equipment maintenance is apparently like a big one. I had such fewer accidents after signing that. It makes people like a little bit unhappy, but it's like whatever, man. I would prefer you not to die. Avoiding accidents is devoutly to be wished.
Shake a leg. The shift's on.
Transport has arrived. Excellent. Okay, we gotta build a new sawmill. Resources, sawmill. Let's fully staff our docks. Okay. We're doing it. Good. And we can set up the shaft structure now. Gonna need more workers. Well, better 16 than none, right? Let's set up a couple more tents.
Get some rest, people.
Right. Tomorrow we will have more trees. Is always like so much of a wood shortage. Sometimes it's steel, sometimes it's wood, but like it's always one of the two. With this playthrough, apparently it's wood. Yeah, we gotta try to catch up a little bit. Can we build? Nope, we don't have enough materials yet. Tomorrow. Tomorrow!
Sun's up. Get to work, people.
Sorry,
Yes, sir.
guys.
Everybody, new
It's time for
regulations.
extended shifts. Excellent. Thank you.
The shift's over. Time to grab a bite.
Oh no, I have like a gravely ill person. That is bad. Can I fix anything about this? Yeah, probably.
New company rules are in place.
I always opt for radical treatment. Because worst case scenario, we can make prostheses. Oh, fucking owls. Harbingers of doom. If you're Catholic, I guess. Sorry. Gonna put some folks on the sawmill.
Come on, get moving. Time to work.
Yeah, we gotta start trying to get ahead with the research now. Because, okay, we're only a day behind. That's not too bad. Oh, right. So this is about Britain's struggle with, if you want to call it that, with India. So in this narrative, India is rebelling, and it's like the beginning of the end of the colonial rule of Britain over India, which, as far as I'm concerned, is a great thing. But this person has gotten a letter from one of their relatives there talking about it. We should probably turn on extended shift for this as well. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I need more people. Yay. But yeah, it's a little bit wild to me also that they expect you to like research how to build these buildings rather than just providing you with blueprints, which is like a little bit crazy. I don't know if it's like they expect you to do, I guess to do the site specific work as well, but it's a little nuts. It's a little nuts. We're gonna do that next. Gives you more food. Ooh, all right. We really need more people. So this little mark down here in the lower left corner tells you how safe your work environment is. So the one I have for this currently is unhealthy, or probably will be at least until the ventilation plant turns on. So you can have the ventilation plant and a number of other safety measures run while your workplace is running to make it safer. So now I've got this green check mark, so it's safe. Because the ventilation plant is running. But yeah, it's just kind of like...
Get up, people. There's work to be done.
It's just very interesting. all the different things that you have to think about and manage. More steel. What is the hold up, folks? Thank you. Finer mesh is for your fishing nets, so you can catch more fish to feed more people. Okay, so we gotta keep an eye on the toxicity level. You do get more options for managing that later on, but you kind of gotta stay on top of things a little bit. What do we need for a second ventilation plant? I think that's another strata. Yeah, it's another strata. So I think we'll have to wait. Yep, we'll just have to wait. Boo and hiss. You know what I find really interesting about, I guess just about this whole shebang really, is like it reminds me of working in retail management. Like sometimes you just have to wait for things to happen, and sometimes you have to like surge forward with everything in your being. What do you think? Yeah, I was gonna say, Zeph, you absolutely get it. Gotta wait for more steel. Okay. Yeah, I think we just need more people.
Sun's up. Get to work, people.
We also need more food. Let's do faster reloading. Nope. Here comes the bullshit. We'll send the rescue team. Right? But yeah, this is why I was over here continuing to make these structural profiles. Okay, they're on strike, which I support. I'll build y'all a bathhouse. So the last time I did this run through, I actually did the engineer inspectorate because they help improve workplace safety. So that makes them extremely useful. They're a little bit self-important about it, but like ultimately they do kind of help things stay on track. So I think I'm gonna try that again. Now I gotta build them this big fancy building. Ugh. Yeah, all right, Dad. Jeez. Yeah, so you get one chance to fall behind schedule, and if you fall behind schedule again, you get fired. You have to kind of make sure that like the level of your resources keeps pace with the work, which is hard. You have to keep things very, very tight. It's difficult. more steel. Come on, just one more. Thank you. See, big fancy building. But like, if you don't build it, everybody gets mad. All right. I think we're doing fine on coal. Let's ramp it up with wood. How many workers do I currently have? I have 8. Okay. I'll put you on coal then. And we'll see what happens. Hey! Okay, we have enough workers for a foraging team. Just gonna wait for a little more steel, and then we can send them exploring. I need more engineers. Great. You see what I mean, though? Like, this looks very Baltic region to me. Just having spent a fair amount of time there, weirdly. $22 behind. We can manage that. How much steel do we need for the machine shop? 60. Good God in heaven. Oh, yeah. So, like, this guy's lady love from back home sent him a naughty photo, and I'm just like, I want no part of this, man. Like, just let him keep the photo. He's far from home. He's not going to get laid for a long time. Leave him be. Oh, wow. Sorry, I just looked out my window. It's really, really coming down. Makes me feel kind of cozy in here playing video games. I don't think you guys will be able to hear it through my mic, but it's quite loud. But, like, in a nice way. Why do I have so many sick people? Help. Scouts be scouting. Oh no, someone died. Oh. So I think I normally go for repatriation just because it seems like... Listen, man, we don't do that here. You don't get that option. I gotta say, though, in my other scenarios, I have actually been opting for the snow pit more often because ultimately it does help you save more lives. So if you treat the dead as a resource, you help preserve more life, not just with organ transplants, but you can also process the corpses into fertilizer for your hothouses, and that helps you grow more food and more quickly. So been doing that a bit more often rather than just a cemetery. And like, people aren't overly thrilled about it at first, but eventually they're just like, we live in a new world. Yeah. Okay, I feel like I remember who we're talking about when we talk about Jeff, but I also don't remember. So like, can you please remind me? Did Jeff cause the accident? Are we sure about that? Does Jeff actually deserve to be processed into fertilizer? If I'm being completely honest with you, like in this type of situation, I would not be against that being done with my body specifically. Like, if me being processed into fertilizer could help more people stay alive, yes, good. Our motivation is looking a little low there. Okay. What do we need to do? We need to build the machine shop. More steel. Scouts. What's happening? I mean, yeah, that seems reasonable. A bunch of people are kind of ailing over here. But no, like, I feel like there was a Jeff meme at some point in the not too distant past. But like, I think it was an Office meme. Okay, these protesters are like, you know, advocates of temperance or teetotalers, and they want me to shut down the public house, and I'm just like, we're not doing that. Like, if you don't want to drink, that's fucking fine, but like, you can also mind your own business about other people drinking. Ugh. Right, gotta repatriate those bodies. Let's go build a morgue. I think I'll put it back here. Oh, so many medical posts, so little time. Actually, I guess I don't need that one. Okay. We'll put that fella back. Hey, we found another pack of engineers. Right. Yeah. Why don't y'all come on and help us? Nobody ever listens to the youngest. Honestly, shameful. Young doesn't mean stupid. Okay.
Get to your workplaces.
I feel like... Yeah, we're not doing so hot, friends. Faster gathering, please. Organizational tactics to the rescue. Right, so they're just like, okay, we'd like you to pass the overseer law, and I'm like, So, like, in every law tree in this game, there is a point where if you step past it, it's the point of no return. You will eventually begin to go too far, and in this scenario, overseers is that point. If you go past that, it's a slippery slope into fascist hell, basically. Yeah, I genuinely think that. It's just nebulous enough that I don't think it necessarily occurs to people that that supervision is a bad thing, because it's not. Managers do have a role to play, kind of in the same way that like national leaders do. They have a duty to caretake and make safe the workplace and the workers within it. However, the next step after that is security stations. And you arm the overseers, and they will literally start coming to you and go, and listen, man, we don't need to tolerate any of this striking or any of this nonsense. Just give us the word and we'll shoot them. And you're just like, what? So if you try the scenario and you go the overseer's route, it does help work go more efficiently, and it does increase workplace safety. However, beyond that lies potential damnation. So I'm gonna do it, but only because it increases workplace safety. And it just kind of help you stay on track. Well-organized work is work well done. Oh, crap. I forgot to build the fucking bathhouse. Whoops. Did I research the bathhouse? I didn't pass the bathhouse. Oh, well. Too late now. Wait, how many people do we have coming? 12. Gotta build a couple tents. So yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about how far behind we are at this point. Like I might get fired. So we'll see what happens. It's the resources are kind of bottlenecking at this point. So I'm not 100% sure what to do. You know what, we might as well research the foundry. We gotta do that anyway. The incoming engineers can definitely help us. But we will see. I should probably order more workers. Yeah, no, I'll do it tomorrow. But like, you see what I mean about this being, you know, a monumental effort in labor and resource management. It's pretty crazy. Okay, I'll put some of you here. We'll see how it goes. Still having a bit of an issue with food, and I'm not really sure what's causing it. Gotta send the corpses packing. Anyway, friends, I think this is possibly a good point for me to stop. We may or may not be ahead. But yeah, thanks for joining me for this scenario this evening. It was kind of fun to play it through, chatting a little bit. I'm sorry, Zeph, I'm a bit tired. But in any case, I will be around tomorrow evening for the Monday Spectacular. I meant to play Birth last week, and I didn't really get the chance to. So I think I'm going to continue with Coteries of New York, Vampire the Masquerade. And after that, I will probably play Birth. I'll see you very soon.